What is going on, you guys? This is JT Dallas with the
Voodoo.
There you go. I know I kind of didn't set that up right, but hey, it's okay. We'll roll with it. Welcome to our scheme scene for this week. It's the first one in a couple weeks because we've been busy.
Indeed.
Tornadoes and all that, you know. So are you ready to look at some paint and we'll wrap technically?
Yeah, but we gotta hit the old intro for it first.
Run through, brother. All right, so let's jump into our first scheme. That is Noah Gregson.
That's the wrong thing.
That is the wrong thing.
That's the right thing.
Look at that Miller Tech car. I like it.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Since I did the intro, I'll let you rate first.
It is indeed one that is using the wrap like it's meant to be used. Because if you were trying to paint this, you would have one heck of a time.
You could probably airbrush it pretty decent.
Yeah, maybe the lightning bolts might be a little bit difficult though.
I don't know. I just know that like I've seen a lot of people like in different places like Dollywood or Branson or stuff like that. The airbrushes all the time that they do with lightning bolts pretty easy. So
maybe so. Either way, this purple, black and white car with lightning bolts on it.
It looks blue to me. It doesn't look purple.
Yeah, maybe it is blue. Who knows? Either way, it's getting a 3.
I'm gonna disagree with you. I'm gonna give the 4 a 4. I like that. I like they're utilizing the wraps. I like the lightning bolt at the bottom where it talks about the lithium batteries. It matches the color scheme of the logo. I like it. I'd buy it.
Yeah. I'd have it on my shelf, but I wouldn't pay my own money for it.
Yep. But let's go to Cody Ware in the 51.
Surprise.
Wow, this is boring. I'm giving this a 2.
I'm going to agree with your 2 only because it could be much worse. But it's not much worse. So. 2 for the 51.
Yep.
Moving on to Mr. Mississippi himself, Ricky Stenhouse.
Oh, look at that car. That's a beautiful car.
It is indeed beautiful. And I'm only going to give it a 4.
I am going to agree with your 4, but this is definitely one that I would search for. It is a very cool car.
Absolutely. This was one of the 2 I had it narrowed down to get my 5-star.
Same.
Or lug, whatever it is we hand out.
But you know who's not getting it? Justin Haley in the number 7.
Yeah, true.
It does look better than his normal 7 car.
Indeed, I agree with you there.
It's your favorite Falcons, black and red. I'm going
Hope
to
he finishes last like the Falcons do.
I'm going to give this one a 3-star. It's very simple, but I think it serves the purpose well. It screams race car, so.
Yeah, I'll agree with you 3. We'll see something different from him next week. Probably another fire scheme.
Probably. And speaking of old schemes that we see all the time, let's go to Ty Gibbs. Wow.
1. Nah, not quite my loose wheel.
Nope, not quite.
Got that saved for somebody else.
Same. Let's go to Bowman. I'm getting kind of tired of seeing this one. You had mentioned you are as well. I'm gonna knock it down to a 2. Just because it's not the worst on track. I mean, they are utilizing the wrap. They've got the LIAs all through it and stuff. So I'll give it a 2.
I'll agree with your 2. It's not quite down to the level of 1 yet, but by the end of the season, it probably will be.
Yep. All right, so let's go to Dylan the Disappointment.
Of the Austin version.
It's not quite the old scheme, but it's pretty much the same.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it. I'll give it a 3 for the 3.
I'll agree with you 3.
Next up, we got Shane Van Gisbergen.
Black and red. We got the black and red 3. You know. Dale's
Yeah,
3
not
back
quite
home.
the same though.
Nah.
Moving to Mr. SVG.
Ooh, I love this purple car.
Like the 4th time I think we've seen it this season. So.
Yeah, it's not
terrible out of 15.
Definitely one of my favorites. I'm gonna give this one a 4.
I'll agree. Keep it at a 4 for now. Moving on to my rookie. From your rookie. Riley Earps.
Wow, look, it's another innovative monster scheme.
This has got green on it, so it's better than the other one.
That's why I said innovative.
It's still getting a 1.
Still getting a 1.
Who we got up next? The other Dylan brother.
Yep, we got the other disappointment. I mean, Dylan. Ty Dylan. I dislike this car, and I've let it be known every time I see it. This is getting a 1.
You, sir, are horrible. I'm going to give this one a 3.
It wouldn't be so bad if there wasn't a giant Seabest logo right under the giant Seabest logo. That's what kills it for me. The color scheme and everything, that's fine. It looks great.
You're wrong on the sizes. It's a medium Seabest logo under a large Seabest logo.
You're right. I still can't stand it. Like, there's nothing like, and I know this is probably like just me not giving a fair, rating, but I don't know. It just feels like, hey, let's sell out to this one logo and see how much money we can really get off of them.
I just think you're a Dylanist.
Definitely a Dylanist. I wouldn't have to be if they were actually decent at racing.
Yeah, well, that's not going to happen. So
that's very true.
Moving on to somebody who has been doing decent this season.
I will gladly take that.
Josh Berry. Slightly new Motorcraft quick lane car. This is a throwback to somebody. I don't remember who it was off the top of my head, but it is a throwback. They changed it up a little. I mean, you could tell it's a Wood Brothers car, but I feel like this one's a worse version of the Motorcraft quick lane car. So this one here, even though it's a throwback, is getting my loose wheel.
I'm not going to give it my loose wheel, honestly. It's not a terrible scheme, honestly. I get it's a throwback and they switch it up, but it's also a Wood Brothers car, and I've come to expect to be disappointed.
Yeah, but the things that throw me off, if you look at the top half of the car, usually that red is a little more easily discernible of where the line is between the red and white. But look at that front A-post there. It's like white all the way up to almost the top. And then below the rear window, it's like sticking out below only on half the window.
Yeah.
And they could have lined it up so much better.
I'll agree. I'm going to give it a 1 lug. It's not getting my loose wheel, but I will give it a 1. It's just, man, I think that they're in the right area of trying to change it up a little bit. Now, granted, they knocked it out of the park with Indy. With that throwback scheme for Indy. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, it was green. It was awesome looking. If they would do something more like that, instead of just trying to stick with the red and the white, which I get, it's iconic Wood Brothers, I get it. But at the same time, you're in an era of NASCAR where you could do anything. If you wanted to put your face on a car, you can. Take a note from Kyle Busch's book. If you want to put a buff old man on the hood of your car, you can. So, I mean, it's just schemes like this kind of get boring to me. Now, when they were painting, it's a little different, because they had to paint all the stuff, and that's what they're trying to stick with. I get it. They're sticking with NASCAR history, but it's getting a little boring.
Yeah.
But you know who's not boring? Brad Keselowski.
He is starting to improve for sure.
His schemes are not.
I'd rather his finishing positions improve anyway. So
I agree. I'm gonna give this one a 3. It's still a solid scheme. I will say that. Looks better on the 60, but solid.
I'm gonna agree with you, but almost all of their shared schemes look better on the 60. So
fair. You know who else is solid?
First Legacy Motor Club.
Yes, sir. Oh, John Hunter. Take a look at his Pye and Barker's fire safety car. It's your turn. I almost
It
just
is
kept on
indeed
going.
my turn, and I feel like this is a little too clip art-y for me, but it's not super terrible, so I'm gonna give it a 2.
It's definitely not the Dollar Tree Family Dollar. I'm gonna give it a 3. I like it. I like this scheme. It's a solid. It's very simplistic. It is clip arty, but I think it goes well with the logo because they used the flames from the logo as the flames in the back tire. I get it. It's awesome. The only thing I wish is instead of the green back, I wish they would have kept the gold back of the 42.
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion.
Yep.
And speaking of the 60, what we were talking about earlier, let's go look at his scheme for this week. Orion Priest in his Castrol car. This could easily be a Hunt's Brother Pizza car.
It could be, but they decided to go with worse. So.
Fair. I'm gonna give this one. I'm gonna give this one a 2. I don't really enjoy it. I feel like they could have done so much better.
They could have done better, but I don't think it's too worthy. I'm gonna keep it up at a 3.
I feel like I think it would have been a 3 if they would have added like an oil bottle or something like Mobile 1.
Yeah, which we will see that later on. Moving to the 41 of Mr. Cole Custer.
Wow, it's a HaasTooling.com car. It's almost like we've seen this since SHR.
Yeah, I'm going to keep it at a 3 for now.
I'm going to agree.
Who we got up next? The Todd Gilliland.
He lost his love scheme that he usually runs, and now he's running MTS.
Martin Transportation Systems.
So my first, my initial reaction is, who made this? It feels like they tried to cram any type of gradient or anything all together all at once with no rhyme or reason. But I think this car pulls it off kind of well. Granted, there's some things that I would change, like if you're going to stick with the black to red gradient, stick with it. I think that would have made it a little bit better. Other than this big red blob right behind the 34.
Yeah.
I think it would have looked way cooler if you would have just had the white lines and the black and red gradient. I'm going to give this one a 2. It's not my favorite.
I'm going to agree with you too. Definitely could have done more.
It's like someone forgot to put the gradient on that red blob. Look at it. Yeah. Let's move on to Michael McDowell.
Not in the 34.
In a Spire car.
1.
Agreed. I'm going to see the Blaster car back out. That one's my favorite.
Good luck.
I know.
AJ Allmendinger.
Dinger the cheater. Let's go. It's his normal action car. It's kind of boring, but it plays it off pretty well. I'm going to give it I'm gonna give it a 2. I feel like they could do a whole lot more, but I mean, I get what they were going for.
I'll agree. 2 it is for the 16.
Sir, let's look at Suarez's car.
Don't get your panties in a bunch. Hold on.
Come here. Oh, never mind. I'm thinking of the wrong car.
It's not the Tootsie's car.
I like this one.
He's in his underwear. I feel like they could have did some more. I understand what they're trying to do, but they could have done some more with the areas not around the driver.
I think it would have been cool if they would have like made it look like the roll cage and everything, so it looked like everything was stripped down.
Yeah. With that being said, I'm gonna give it a 2.
Well, with that being said, because this is like one of my favorite cars, it's getting my 5.
Really?
Yeah. I wish they would have. I wish they would have released the Chastain one when he ran it, because then I would have bought the set. But
that's insane that that's getting your 5. But hey, to each their own.
Hey,
you'll probably say the same thing about mine later.
It's what it is it plays right into my sense of humor, where it's just like so random, and you're like, okay, that's kind of funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's literally all it is. I'm not saying it's the best scheme, because it's obviously not, but it's one of my favorites. I love the fact that they're like, you know what? We're just gonna put you in your underwear.
Yeah. And now, what would be better is if his tracksuit had, like obviously it'd be a real fire suit, but it looked like it was just him in underwear, and the rest of it was like body.
That's funny. That would be hilarious.
I don't know if NASCAR would approve that though.
I don't think so.
Moving on.
At least like boxers in like a white t-shirt. Like I'd do that one.
Yeah. Now moving on to Zane Smith. Long John Silver's car.
Now, that looks really good on track all the time, but I feel like it's kind of bland. Like it's missing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's like a whole section of the car right underneath the long that's kind of dead. But it's my turn.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it a 2.
I'm gonna bump it up just because I'm not tired of seeing it yet. I'm gonna give it a 3. But it's barely holding on to that.
Austin Cindric. His discount tire car.
2 for the 2.
2 for the 2.
On to the
Talk about
19.
some Chase Briscoe, see if he can get 3 poles in a row. This is still one of my favorite Bass Pro Shop schemes. It's pretty dang good. Not quite my favorite, but it's one of my favorites. I'll give it a 3.
I will agree with you 3 because all of the same things you said.
Let's look at Chris Buescher. El Boucher. Oh, I love the pink and orange car.
I think it's technically supposed to be purple, but the picture doesn't really do it justice.
Even if it's purple, I like it.
It's nice. It is not my 5-star.
That I'm surprised. I thought you were gonna pull the trigger on it.
Only a 4.
I'll give you a 4.
Yeah, you might be upset with who I'm picking for my scheme, but it is what it is.
Let's look at Bush's scheme.
Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch with buildings on the side of his car.
It's better than his regular MGM car.
That's fair. I'm gonna give this one a 3. I mean, it's a mid car. There's not. They did utilize the wrap. That's the only reason they're getting 3. But it's not anything major. So
I'll agree with your 3. Keep it there. Then we'll move on to the 43.
Yes, sir. The Dollar Tree scheme.
Yeah. It's a Dollar Tree scheme, but because it's still technically a throwback to Mr. Harry Gant. I'm going to keep it at 3.
The Skull Bandit would be proud, but I'm going to keep it at a 3. It's the best Dollar Tree scheme. But...
Absolutely.
All right, let's look at Chase Elliott. Didn't this the one that he technically ran for throwback weekend?
You called that a throwback?
I didn't say his throwback. I said the one he ran.
I believe it was slightly different.
It
was a UniFirst car, but I believe the layout of the colors was different.
I know this is the one that we threw a fit because they said it was a throwback, but it really wasn't.
Yeah. Didn't even use the right colors.
No. So what you giving it?
It's your turn.
Oh, 2.
How generous of you. I'll agree.
Yep.
Keep it at a 2.
Let's go to Ross Chastain. Bush Latte, apple flavored.
Now, I thought about giving this one my 5 as well, but because they use like clip art images of apples and stuff, kind of threw me off. Like, why wouldn't you go just real apples?
Kevin Harvick's was better.
Yeah. With that being said, it's still an amazing scheme and makes me want to try Busch Light Apple. So I'm going to go with a 4.
I think Friday I'm going to have to buy some and try it. It sounds pretty good.
I haven't seen any around me yet.
I have a couple, I think, at a store here. But I don't know. I'll have to go see if I can't find it. I'm going to give it a 4 as well.
All right. Mr. Tyler Reddick.
Tyler Reddick in his Mobile One scheme. This is honestly not my favorite, but one of my favorite schemes when it comes to like oil companies.
I bet you the 20 with this on it is your favorite, huh?
No. Now, if you put the gold one on the 20, you know, the one they ran last year with Kobayashi and all that? Oh, yeah. But this one's a 4. I mean, I like it. At least the black plays into it a little more than this one than it did the last one, so.
Yeah. They incorporated that monster requirement a little bit better.
Yeah.
I'll agree with you 4 on this one. I thought about giving it a 3, but it does look pretty good on track, so.
It makes me think, and I know there's no relation, but it makes me think of like Power Rangers, like their robot giant things. I forget what they're called, but don't ask me why it makes me think of that. It just does. But anyway, let's move on to Christopher Bell.
Ta-da!
Wow, this right here. I know it's not my turn. It might be. Nope, it's not. But this is getting my loose wheel. That's what this is getting. I told you I was saving it.
I figured. No, I gave mine out already. So this is getting a 1.
Passion. I hate this scheme with a burning passion.
I just don't see it as much as the Spire scheme. So.
Very true.
Anywho's moving on to the 90s. I mean,
Chumbawamba? Nope, Columbia. Since I took your turn, you can have mine.
Well, I still like this scheme. I think it looks pretty cool. I'll give it a 4.
I will agree with your 4.
Alrighty. Moving on to Mr. Carson Hocevar.
Hocevar. It's a different Ziegler scheme.
It is indeed. Black and gold, baby.
Gave it a 0. Because I didn't like it. It's your turn.
It is indeed.
I had a feeling that's the one you went with. If only it was purple and gold, huh?
I mean, it's Saints colors, so it's fun.
Yeah, that's why I figured. I'm gonna give this one a 4. It looks a whole lot better than the regular Ziegler.
Now, this is just the picture from NASCAR.com. The actual like poster of it releasing, it looks so much better. This thing's gonna look amazing on track.
It would be really cool if, which I'm not 100% sure, but if the gold is either reflective or the 77s were reflective.
I'm pretty sure the gold is.
That's what I thought. I wasn't 100% sure though, but
if not reflective, it's definitely glossed
at
out.
least shiny. Yeah, at least it's gonna be nice looking.
But for the rest of this, you'll be in for some disappointment. So starting off with
with Kyle Larson.
Exactly.
The scheme that never changes. It'll be here after we're dead. 1.
Agreed. Moving forward.
Joey Lasagna. It's in a different scheme. It's not yellow. I'm going to give this one a 2. Wait a minute. Is there stuff in the red? I can't tell if it's just a picture or if it's...
There's like different shading in there. There's not like a specific pattern, but there are some darker little like shapes and lines and stuff in there that are darker red than the rest of it.
So.
Huh?
It wasn't my turn anyway. I got excited and went ahead and gave it, so I'm sorry.
It's all good. I'll forgive you this time,
again.
and next time, and the time after that.
The time after.
But I will agree with you too. Keep it there.
All right, let's go.
Freaking Hunt Brothers pizza car could do so much better.
Bro, if they slapped a pizza on the hood, I would be so happy.
Moving forward to Mr. Willie B.
Oh, Willie B in his Raptor Z car. I think this is just his Raptor car, honestly. I see the Z for the ZHP, and then I'm like, oh.
Yeah, ZHP is a different company.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm special needs.
Raptor and Exalta are technically the same company.
Yeah. I'm going to give this one a 3. I like this game, honestly.
I'll agree with you. I'll keep it there.
Your favorite driver?
Yahoo!
Cucumber Cowboys upgraded the Yahoo scheme.
Nice and purpley.
Yeah, but he added some white lines. I kind of dig it. White
Purple people eater.
Yeah.
I'll give it a 3.
I'll agree with you, 3. Moving on to Ryan Newman.
Did you just say Ryan Newman?
I did. I meant to say Blaney.
I'm not cutting that out.
Okay.
You're stuck. And now for Ryan Newman. Just kidding. It's Ryan Blaney.
Go ahead, make fun of me. Go ahead. I would much rather seen a Ryan Newman car than this.
Yeah, but that blue, I'm not going to lie, is kind of pretty.
The blue does look pretty good. It looks way better than the darker blue. I will say that. It does pop off. I'm still giving it a 2 because it is a Menard scheme, but it's not getting a 1.
Just because of the blue, it's bumping up to a 3 for me. I like it. I like it a lot. Well, I like it a little.
I like it mid.
Yeah. It's meh.
It's a meh car.
That is all we got for tonight.
Yes, sir.
I did not upgrade our graphic, but hit the subscribe button. We are currently at 131. We'll get us to 132. We're just waiting on you.
Sorry. Go check out all of our socials. Our TikTok, Instagram, X, all that good stuff. If you haven't already, go check out our merch. We do have merch. You can get that logo right there on shirts, hats, and cups, and all the cool things. Plus, we've got a couple of we've got a 90s throwback shirt up right now, which I made a graphic that looks like a 90s race shirt. And then we've got some characters that we made based on the drivers. You should go check those out. And if you're just in the mood for shopping for NASCAR, you can go check out happyhourracing.com. Uh-oh.
Use code
Hang on.
RHPD. Get you a cut off the top of your purchase to send to the podcast, and it doesn't add any cost to you.
Yes, sir. So, just figured I'd shout that out in there. Do you have anything else that you want to throw in here before we wrap it up?
That is a different show that you could also check out. Wrap It Up podcast. Pretty cool fellas over there. But anywho's, in-season challenge is what NASCAR's calling it. That starts this weekend. So the rest of the races on Amazon, Michigan, Mexico City, and what's the third one? Pocono. Those three races, the best finisher out of those three races will be the number one seed, and the worst finisher out of those three races will be the 32nd seed out of the 32 drivers that are in. They'll get pitted against each other for the 5 races that are on TNT. Come down to Indianapolis to see one-on-one who will be fighting for that $1 million. So, cool little extra storyline going on other than what we normally have going on. So,
does YouTube TV have TNT?
Yeah. TNT Beyond for the next 5 races. Well, after Prime. I'm pretty sure YouTube TV has TNT.
Hang on, I'm looking. Sorry, I forgot that TNT was a thing. I think I've confirmed it before, but I wasn't 100% sure.
I'm pretty sure it's on YouTube TV. But the other thing that you want to keep in mind is
we have it.
The actual race broadcast will be on TNT, but there's going to be an additional coverage on True TV that'll just be focused on the in-season challenge. It'll be kind of cool to watch out.
Yeah. But
outside of that, that's all I got. Well, the fantasy league. You're already in a fantasy league on NASCAR.com. Come join ours. It's Raise Hail Praise Dale podcast. If you don't know how to spell it, it's on his hat. It's on my hat. It's on the flags behind us. It's HALE. And make sure podcast is on the end of it, or it is not Oz. Your points will transfer if you've already been playing this season, so don't worry about being behind and trying to catch up. I am 31 points behind Trash Can right now. He widened his gap this week. But I'm in second place in front of Haley. So, winning the real battle there. There is a password to get into it. It's all lowercase RHPD2024. That'll get you in there. The winner of that fantasy league will get a 164th diecast from the Lionel Racing website of your choosing. So get your butt in there and don't let Trash Can take it again.
Yeah, definitely.
We don't need to keep building up his collection. We want to build up other people's collections too.
Right.
Yeah, that's all I got.
So, with that being said, I'll go ahead and sign us out. So, Hail Razors, don't forget to keep your fuel tanks wet and your tires turning left. This is Raise Hail Praise Dale signing off.